Hi everyone, just a quick tutorial to show you how to create your first Google Classroom and share the classroom with your students. To create a Google Classroom, it's very straightforward. You simply need to go to classroom.google.com and it will take you first to a login screen. When you log in, make sure that you are signed in as an FSD user, which means you have your username at gm.fsd38.ab.ca. Just a quick note that students will be the same, so it'll be their first name dot last name at gm.fsd38.ab.ca. And your password is the same password you use to log into the computer or your ADS or anything in Foothills. So I'll go ahead and log myself in using my gm.fsd38.ab.ca account and my password. And it should take you to your classroom page. Now, your classroom will probably look a bit simpler than mine does. I belong to a lot of Google Classrooms. But to create your own Google Classroom, it is really easy at this point. You should see a little plus sign off to the right-hand side. If you click that plus sign, you have an option to join a class, which is what your students are going to do, or create a class, which is what you're going to do right now. And so I'll go ahead and click that. And it gives me a very simple form, which is my class name, what my section is, what subject it is, what room it is. The only thing you have to use is that first line. So you can type better than I can, apparently. The rest you can fill in, but it really doesn't matter. This is the only thing that matters, and that's the only thing kids will really see. And so I'll just go ahead and press create. And it'll churn away for a moment. And when it's done, it will take you to your classroom. There we are. It automatically creates a theme for you, and you can feel free to leave that as is. Or if you're really wanting to personalize it, you can either upload a photo for the background or select a theme. There's lots to choose from here, a nice little space theme. And you'll find that your text colors change to match as well. The piece that you need, though, before we can get going too far into this, is your class code, because this is what you're going to give to your students. And so all I need to do is click right here, or sorry, this little display button, and it will give you a nice big version of your code, which you can highlight and copy into an email. For your students, they would then use this code. So I'm going to copy that to my clipboard. And if I go back to, you can see on my little 3 lines here, I can go back to my list of classes. You can see that Mr. Stevens grade 3 is right here because that's the one I've most recently used. But as a student, when I come in here, if I hit plus, I can now push join class, and it'll ask what's the class code. I go ahead and just paste that in, and as simple as that, my students are in the computer. Obviously, if I click join right now, it's going to tell me that I'm already a member, or that's invalid in this case. But if I had somebody else's class code, it would join me to their class. And that's it. From now on, you can come back to classroom.google.com and click the classroom you want to go into, and you can post your work or assess your students. In the next screencast, I will show you how to upload some of the materials that I've shared with you through ADLC and Learn Everywhere, or your own materials as well. As always, if you have a question on any of this, please do not hesitate to ask.